Hi everyone, it's Julian from Media Cosmos. We're back! It's a new week of comic books and graphic novels at the store. We're looking at the releases. Damn, new month, June 4th, 2025. It's been a year, half a year already. Time goes by fast.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Oh my god. I got books. It's actually a full wall again. I don't know what's happening, but there's not a whole lot of graphic novels in hardcovers, but there's a whole lot of soft covers that are here this week. It is like the DC Compact and stuff. Anyways, but and then there's a book that from Ahoy that's finally arrived. Hooray! I mean, I'm excited for it. I'm just frustrated it took so long. It took 2 months. But yeah, we'll go through a lot of summer books, a lot of new stuff that's starting now, and we'll go through it right now. X title. It's the second part of the 3K group sort of issue of things. So we've got the main cover here in the second 3K issue. So this one is Schwarzschild in Galatea. This is the 3K variant. And then we've got, I forget who does this magic cover. Puppeteer Lee. I'm not the biggest fan of Puppeteer Lee. He's got a kind of a horror style slash thing, but it's a nice little cover.
Great abs.
Right? I'll agree to that. But yeah, this is the next issue in Uncanny X-Men. Kind of funny, I've already uttered Uncanny X-Men 19. So 18 and 19 coming out soon. All new Venom number 7. We've got, okay, this is a nice little homage variant to the Spider-Man wedding issue. So yeah, Mary Jane and Venom need to get married because they're stuck together at the atomic level. It's weird. And then we've got the main cover here going on the anti-Venom. And so Flash and Mary Jane need to have a good heart-to-heart talk about the things they need to do because Flash, he doesn't like no Venom anymore. And then I guess this is the 125 cover, I assume. Yeah, Paco Medina 125. It's a nice little cover. I really like the gold that he's using here. Anyways, moving on. Amazing Spider-Man number 5, final issue of the Pepe Larraz main story arc. He will come back, I guess, in 2 story arcs from now. I have no idea. Main Amazing Spider-Man Destruction that we have here from Pepe Larraz. And then we've got the one, I think Mark Bagley does this spoiler variant. Yes, this is the spoiler. It's kind of a different Hobgoblin costume. And he's got wings and everything. So this is more like of the Demon Goblin, but it's not the Demon Goblin. It's something new. So this is the spoiler variant. Quite a few copies available of both covers. The Pepe Larraz cover is also in Virgin on 1/100. Yes, again, 100 copies for this first story arc. And I think issue 6, I've reduced it to, no, it's 100 copies left. But 7, I think I did like 75, something like that. Anyways. And then we've got a more Black Cat cover. This Black Cat cover is by Joelle Jones. I like Joelle Jones. She does quite good Wonder Girl. So yeah, a couple of copies here. And then I guess, or is she doing the 125? No, she's a regular cover. I guess we sold all the 125 regulars. Look at that. Anyways, just 1/100 we still have left. Moving on, Ultimate Wolverine number 6. End of first story arc for Chris Condon. We've got lots of main covers here at cover price. And then the beginning. And we begin Ultimate Spider-Man Incursion, the first multi-event book, multi-character book. It's Miles we first saw Miles in Ultimate Invasion number 1, where Maker went to see Miles because he's like, you're the only person from not 6160, sorry, the 1610 universe, just like me. So do you want to go back? And Miles like, no, I'm good. And he leaves him a card. So you saw this in the free comic book day issue. If you picked it up, the free comic book day issue, they left the card, and Miles ended up throwing away the card. And then his baby sister, went into the garbage. So that's how Miles is now going into the new 6160 universe, and he's seeing what all the trouble the makers have begun. So it is I believe, a 5-issue miniseries. It's Dennis Cap who's writing it, so it's more of a tie-in to the Ultimates than the other books. But everyone in the gang is all here. So we've got the main. I don't know who's doing this cover. I have no idea. David Marquez, 125. All right, well, sure. And then we've got Sharf, I guess. Yeah, Jonas Sharf. Oh, there are 2 125 covers. 2 to 125. I guess I didn't price them very much. They're, yeah, $25. It's $5.99 big issue. Yeah, it seems reasonable. We've got 2 of this one left and 3 of this one left. And the Kara Andrews. The Kara Andrews is a really sweet cover. It's all the Spider-Men gathered together. So we've got Spider-Man, and we've got Spider-Man. These are from the same universe, and this one's not. So the Care Andrews is also 1/100 is a version of this. I also have that one. The 100 is actually a little bit cheaper because it needs a press. So it's $100 flat. Well, $99.99 for, but it needs a press to be very nice. Moving on. Jim Lee, Jeff Lowe, Batman 618 main and foil, 1 copy of each left. The facsimile of Superman Action Comics 775. What is this?
First Manchester Black.
Oh, that makes sense. Manchester Black, who will be in the Superman movie. Absolute Green Lantern. We only have 1 copy left.
1 copy.
Holy moly, I need to reorder more. So Absolute Green Lantern, number 3, 1 copy left. We'll get more, don't worry, folks, because that won't last. Then we go on. Absolute Superman, number 8. Again, new story arc starts here, so it would issue 8. The main, I guess this is...
Crane.
Yeah, I was going to say Killing Crane. I have no idea who's doing this.
Synovian?
Brandon Peterson, all right. Haven't seen him in a while. I guess this is the 125 from Jeff Spokes, and then the Crane is doing the version of his B cover. So almost every cover is, well, actually all covers are available. It's back, folks. It's the Justice League. It's Godzilla. It's Kong. It's the Legendary Comics. It's the Monsterverse. I don't know if, this can't be canon, right? With the rest of the Monsterverse. All right, anyways. The sequel is back in town, folks. It's that Godzilla, this Kong. It's actually kind of funny because that Kong is also taking place in the Titan Monsterverse universe. They're doing Return to Kong Island, which begins like this month as well. Sadly, no one's ordered it, and I don't remember if ordered extras in number 1. But yeah, Return to Kong Island from Titan is a Monsterverse book. But hey, we ordered a lot because we learned our lesson from Godzilla versus everyone else last time around. So this is the DC Summer Book, Godzilla Kong Justice League. We've got lots of main covers. We've got a couple of foil covers. I thought the Ghidorah cover was kind of Zhang Jiang here. I have no idea who's doing this cover.
It's 125.
Yeah. Who? Kevin Margar. Okay, sure. And I guess this is a 150.
Yep.
Danda. I have no idea who Danda is. Anyway, but it's a nice little cover. Anyways, it's here. We've got lots of copies. It is, again, a 7-issue maxi series. So you've got some throughout the rest of the summer. This is happening basically at the same time as Marvel's doing Godzilla Destroys the Marvel Universe. That is also a maxi series. I think it's 6 issues. That begins next month. I've ordered a little less of this one because Kong's not in it, basically. But it's the entire Marvel Universe instead of the Justice League. So, and it's not the Monsterverse Godzilla, it's the Toho Universe Godzilla, the classic version. Moving on. I'm surprised we have extras. Immortal Thor, number 24. Before last, been open to issue. Even Immortal Can Die. So 25, I did actually end up ordering a couple of issues in number 25 because they've been selling well. Moving on, Wolverine, number 7. The Hell Hulk on the cover. We've got Daredevil, number 22. This guy is actually sold. We sold it online this last night, and we just haven't done the pre-printed the order quite yet. Moving on, Imperial. What is Imperial, folks? It is the new Jonathan Hickman maxi series, and we have no mains. Why do we have no mains? All right, no main covers of Imperial. It is what it is. Imperial is a Space Odyssey book, and this will, just like Annihilation rebooted the Marvel Galactic Universe, this will redo the same thing. So this 4-issue story arc from Jonathan Hickman will leave the branches open for opening new books. There are miniseries of this. So we've got the Intergalactic Empire of Wakanda one-shot. We've got the Empire of the She-Hulks one-shot. Yes, it is a She-Hulk, Planet She-Hulk, not Planet Hulk, it's a Planet She-Hulk. You can see them, the Hulks are there, but it's on my understanding, it's Planet She-Hulk. Yes, it is a Nova-inspired book. That's why Nova's on this cover here, Richard Rider and Scotty Young. And this is, it's a really nice cover. I don't know who's doing it. Capuzio. All right, cool. So we have no mains. I guess I'll order more. But this is going to the second print for sure. It is a 4-issue miniseries. If you like the space stuff like I do, here are the books. It is it will give us the new Guardians of the Galaxy eventually. Fear the Jedi, High Republic. This is the final issue of this story arc, sadly. And we're getting the finale in 2 months. In August or July, I don't recall, but it's I believe it's in August. Yeah, it's High Republic finale that's happening soon. Same thing, Jedi Knights. We since we had under ordered number 3, we a little bit over ordered number 4. Lots of copies of the main cover, and then we've got some lightsaber covers this month from Care Andrews. It is the Obi-Wan. Welcome to the world. This is the return of Christopher Priest on Black Panther. It is a return of of Joe Quesada to Marvel for doing this art. We're going back to Marvel Knights, folks. Marvel Knights was an imprint from the 90s. It just gave the characters a little bit more darker. The Daredevils, the Punishers, the Electros of this world.
Adult-oriented.
Adult-oriented. So the Marvel Knights brand is returning through Joe Quesada's return to Marvel to do this particular imprint. So the world to come basically is in the future in which Black Panther, his name is I feel T'Challa. Jeez, T'Challa dies, and the repercussions of his death begin to scour throughout the Marvel comic universe in this Marvel Knights miniseries. It's a 5-issue series, I believe, and so the number 1 we have here. It's the only copy we have left at this time. But filming, who knows? But well, we'll get some second printing, obviously. Just like second printing, Wolverine 400. I ordered the wrong cover. I ordered the main cover instead of Dan Warren Johnson because probably the codes were wrong. So yeah, we've got lots of main Kokolo covered of here. It has a Daniel Warren Johnson story inside of it of the samurai warrior who was Wolverine. So it's a really good story. I hope to be able to get more. I did order more last week to cover the Daniel Warren Johnson cover. The 125, which was the version of that, is now sold. More new printings. Transformers number 1, 12th printing, folks. Just like Void Rebels number 1, 12th printing, folks. They are at it, and I believe the 13th printing is going to be announced very soon. And we've got here number 5. This is what, 4th printing? Yeah, 4th printing on the dot. I only ordered 1 just to have it. Just like G.I. Joe, I believe this is the 4th printing of number 1. Yeah, 4th printing of G.I. Joe number 1. Moving on, G.I. Joe Real American Hero. We've got a few copies left of 317. Oh, look at that, 317. This also continues to do well in the store. It's the final issue of the TMNT Naruto miniseries. We've got 2 copies left of this. Solomon Kane, already number 3, available in store. We've got the Horley cover in Virgin, so this is probably the D cover, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, D cover, and then I forget who does this cover. Zurcher, probably, Patrick Zurcher. Yeah, look at that, C cover. So we have no A's. All the A's have been gone. Pop Kill, final issue of Pop Kill. This is something that I actually going to need to modify. It seems this was announced and solicited and sold as a $9.99 USD book.
Interesting.
Yep. So Lunar sent out everyone, hey, Mad Cave screwed up. So I actually gonna see if I have to reduce the price of these books. I don't know. We'll see. If I do, I have to refund a bunch of people, and I don't really want to do that. So we'll see if maybe just the market will accept it as a $9.99. I even sold some like last night. So anyways, yeah, it's printed at $6.99 instead. That should have been the same price as the Adam Hughes cover from last month. But anyways, Pop Kill, J. Scott Campbell cover. It was the explicit cover, became the risque cover. Graphic novels. Epic Collection, New X-Men. This is what, Volume 2?
Yeah, I think so.
Volume 2 of Grant Morrison run on New X-Men. Invincible Iron Man, 10 Rings to Rule the World. It's what? Armor? No, it has to do with, I guess, anyways. But here. Jay Lee's and Grant Morrison. If more Grant Morrison stuff, it's Fantastic Four 1, 2, 3, 4. I have never read this story, but I'm not a huge Jay Lee fan. I don't really like his art. Like, there are fans of his art. I'm just not one of them.
It's very 90s.
Yeah, and this is from Ultimate. Anyways. This I did read because I'm a child. It's Spider-Man, Legend of the Spider Clan. So this was a, what if Peter was like from a, Japanese clan, and it takes place in like the 18th century, 19th century, if I'm not mistaken. Or not even, I don't remember. I read this 20 years ago.
Fairy manga.
Yeah. Who did this? Scotty Young. Yeah, Kara Andrews wrote it. I should pick this up. I don't know if Fraser picked it up. Maybe I did pick it up, and I don't remember. But I definitely have the single, or I used to have the single issues. I don't know if I kept them. Star Wars Battle of Jakku, all 12 issues, and one trade paperback for the entire series. So sadly, I doubt will ever come into a hardcover format. Is all 12 issues of the entire run. Here we go. Now this, I'll be honest, I think Solve Everything from Jonathan Hickman, this new Premier Edition book, is probably one of the most important modern era Fantastic Four stories of all time. So it has just basically the idea was that Mr. Fantastic, Reed Richards, is trying to literally solve everything, have every solution possible for all problems, and he meets the Council of Reeds. And so throughout this, they're going through the negative zone, and a lot of stuff happened until the final issue, and then stuff happens. It's basically 20 years old at this point. I don't really want to like spoil it for people, but if you have never read Solve Everything, this is volumes 1 and 2 of the complete collections. It is the first omnibus as well from Jonathan Hickman Fantastic Four. But yeah, I honestly think I want to keep a copy of this format just for myself, just because it's a nice little pocketable edition. It's not as pocketable as the DC compacts. These are better pocketable, but Solve Everything from Hickman is worthwhile getting it for a Fantastic Four book.
It fits great in a luggage for a summer vacation.
Yeah, absolutely. I would definitely read this at the beach. Again. Superman and Kryptonite Nevermore. Basically, when they decided, Kryptonite doesn't affect Superman. This is before Crisis, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we are sold out. There are copies here. We had new copies come in. They're both damaged. So I'm sold out. So I'm very sorry. We'll be getting more of the DC Finest. And honestly, the next DC Finest that's coming in is the Red November from Batman. I ordered 24 copies. We've sold like 8 so far. I'm just tired of not having enough DC Finests for the most part. A lot of them will order just like 2 or 3, but the Supermans and like the Crypto one, the dog, what's it called? Crypto, right?
Crypto.
Yeah, I like sold through. I had to get more. So clearly, certain books I need to get more. Sergeant Slaughter, I probably don't need too many extras. I'll need extras, but not too many extras. But the Supermans and the Batmans, especially the Batmans, I need extras. Spawn hardcover Origins Volume 16. So that's where we're at. We're at 16 versus the trades are like 32 or something. Yeah, and we've got a Canadian price. Thank you, Mitch. There we go. DC Compact Deceased. The Tom Taylor's the first series of Deceased in one compact form. Very, very nice. I love this. DC versus Vampire World War V, the hardcover for first volume. That's available now for Matthew Rosenberg. I'm fairly sure that this is also sold and I should get more. Same thing for the Spectre, Wrath of Spectre. This is what, 70s material?
Early 70s.
Early 70s material. We are also sold out of this. We're getting more. It was not selling super well as a pre-order, but in the last month, we sold like 1 a week, basically. So people were picking up books of the Spectre and going through us. So these copies are shown, but we're sold out. We're getting more. If you want one, feel free to message me down below. I've enabled backorder, I believe.
It's Neil Adams.
Oh, I had no idea. Oh, the next Heatseeker series, Exposed, is now beginning. We only have the regular covers, but what do I mean by that? Not the bagged and not the foils. Those are 1 week apart this time. So we've got the main cover here from Lyrics Lee. If I'm not mistaken, it's Lyrics Lee. No, it's Artgerm, my mistake. So Artgerm main cover, and this is what? Panosian? Perillo. All right, Perillo is 1/5. So a lot of the extra covers are coming in next week. Finally, the future is effed. This is the original 13337 edition of the book. The first printing is, I have 1 copy left of this at this time. All the other copies we had are sold, and the 404 covers are all sold through. Oh my God, my knees. I'm sold. Babs. So this was the book I was mentioning. Ahoy, this came out April 30th, if you got it for Lunar. We ordered for Simon & Schuster. It was supposed to come out April 30th. They never fulfilled it until yesterday. But then I also got my restock from Lunar because I was fed up because I couldn't fulfill the orders. So all the Babs are here. I have extra copies of Babs, and this is the entire run of Babs from Garfinis. This was a high success for Ahoy. I wouldn't be surprised he does a volume 2 for Babs. Moving on, Chrononauts from Mark Miller. So this is more of the Mark Miller library editions of the books. The whole Chrononauts, I believe it's all 2 series of it.
I don't think so.
I think so as well. Yeah, should be. Anyways, Chrononauts here available. Kangayu. I guess it's a Wonder Woman kids book. Yeah, tests and tournaments. I also believe this is sold through. G.I. Joe. Not a real American hero, it's just G.I. Joe from Joshua Williamson. The main cover from Tom Riley and the direct market cover also from Tom Riley. Because they're connecting covers. Because it was the main cover. It was a wraparound. So you can get the DM or you can get the main. Depends if you want Cobra or G.I. Joe. Guess which one I ordered the most? Because the DMs don't get reprinted. These do. The Deviant. There we go. This also from James Tynion. Should be book 2, so the
Book two.
complete Ian series of the Deviant mini series. 9 issues, if I'm not mistaken, from the Deviant. Also, it's a horror serial killer monster thing in December. Geiger! What is this, book 2?
Book three.
3! Holy moly, Geiger just keeps coming through. Jeff Johns, you know what? Gary Frank is probably the one to blame here because he can actually draw fast. So Geiger, Volume 3, multiple copies of this available this time. The oddly particular pedestrian life of Christopher Chaos. More James Tynion. This from Dark Horse. It's Volume 2. Oh, I guess I should look to see if Volume 1 is still available. This did not sell for us, but there was a lot of talk about it, so that's why I picked up the trade. I just had no idea this is Volume 2, so I'm going to look to see the Volume 1. I don't know if it's also from Dark Horse. Then we've got more of My Little Ponies, and finally Initial D, Volume 6. I believe Volume 6 is the final volume, if I'm not mistaken. I could be mistaken, I have no idea. This is, I don't like this. It is what it is, mangas. So yeah, Volume 6, I think I have them all. I might be missing 3, I don't remember. What does it say over there?
I think you have them all.
Cool.
Yeah, there's 5 copies.
Amazing. My knees are so old. I'm so old. Oh, boxes. This month, boxes. Spider-Girl using the Spider-Boy cover. I think it's issue 12. And then the main cover, regular cover here, this should be for the main cover. And then David Nakayama is doing all the covers for the Emma Frost maxi series. 5 issues. It's just the main cover from David Nakayama. That's coming in, I think, next week. As always, if there's a book that you're interested in and you have a managed comic subscription account with BD Cosmos, feel free to message down below and we'll add it to your subscription account tomorrow morning. But every single book is also available from this link. I have no manga this week. Oh, Initial D, but I have no other mangas. I got a huge lot of mangas last week. Then I got in video. All right, let's do those. Rent a Girlfriend from Kodansha. Yes, I did it. I bought Rent a Girlfriend. I have 1, 2, 3. I think it's pretty cool. I actually started reading Volume 1. I kind of want to read the rest. It's a young adult's book, but it was funny, so I enjoyed that. Then I also got I'm in Love with the Older Girl Next Door. Yeah, this is also, I mean, it's clearly what it is. It is a little love story, but it was nothing special. Then we've got Tokyo Revengers, every single omnibus format. I believe this is also it's from 7 Seas. These are not sealed, and that means it is not a 17 plus book. And then Spriggan. I knew about Spriggan, but I didn't know about these deluxe editions. So these are very big books of Spriggan. The entire volumes, and 2 volumes are here. So those are the mangas that I got late last week. I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. 1, 2. Yeah, I don't have 3.
Missing 1.
I have 1, I have 2, I don't have 3, I have
You got
4,
2
5.
fives.
Yeah, so I have to get that. Yeah. All right. Sorry about that. Links for the mangas, for the comics, for the graphic novels. Otherwise, feel free to email us at info@bdcosmos. We're probably hiring maybe a full-time position, maybe a semi-full-time. I don't know. I would like to hire someone that's like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. That's what I would like to do. Because we're already 3 people on Thursdays. We'll see what we do. Anyways, questions, comments, message us down below in this Instagram, YouTube, Facebook video, and we'll get back to you as soon as it possibly can. Otherwise, we'll be back next week for more of everything at BD Cosmos. Thank you so much. Bye for now.